Welcome back to World Coins History. You've heard the saying, old is gold, but these rare state $quarter coins that are worth more than you might imagine. Before you watch entire video and comment if you find one of these, who knows? Your next treasure could be hiding a fortune. Let's dive in. Top 1. Today, you're in for an exciting discovery that could change the way you look at your pocket change forever. I want you to hold tight and watch every second of this video because what I'm about to share with you is not just rare, it's shocking for collectors around the world. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2009 Puerto Rico $quarter, a coin that may look ordinary at first glance but carries a unique history, hidden rarity, and unbelievable value that could leave you stunned. By the end of this video, you'll know why this small piece of metal could be one of the most thrilling finds in modern U.S. coin history. So don't even think of skipping a second, especially if you're a serious collector or even just a curious coin finder who enjoys discovering hidden gems. Let's begin this incredible journey into a coin that represents both beauty and value, with some editions commanding up to $50,000 in today's active auction market. Now, let's roll back the clock for a moment and explore the rich background of this stunning quarter. In 2009, the United States Mint launched a special series of quarters to honor the District of Columbia and U.S. territories. Puerto Rico was the second territory featured in this groundbreaking series. It was more than just a coin, it was a tribute to the cultural identity, pride, and heritage of Puerto Rico. This quarter was part of the D.C. and U.S. Territories Quarters program, a short-lived but hugely popular follow-up to the legendary 50-state quarters program. Unlike many circulating coins, this series was made in limited numbers, and each design captured something meaningful about its territory. For Puerto Rico, the quarter features the striking image of a sentry box from Castillo San Felipe del Morro, overlooking the sea, a powerful symbol of Puerto Rico's history, strength, and enduring spirit. Right next to the sentry box is the official flower of Puerto Rico, the Flor de Mega, showcasing the natural beauty of the island. The inscription proudly reads, Isla del Encanto, or Island of Enchantment, and truly, this coin is an enchanting piece of numismatic art that speaks of heritage, resilience, and beauty. But now let's dig deeper and see what makes this quarter stand out not just historically, but also in terms of its unique features that drive up collector demand to unbelievable levels. The 2009 Puerto Rico quarter was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, marked by a P or D mint mark under the motto, In God We Trust. While millions were released, not all coins are created equal, and this is where the thrill begins. There are certain editions of this quarter with remarkable die errors, off-center strikes, double dies, and even rare planchet problems that occurred during minting. These tiny imperfections make a world of difference in the eyes of serious collectors. Coins with these unique minting flaws are like hidden treasures, and when found in top-grade condition, they can sell for staggering prices at auction. One of the most exciting things about this coin is that while it was produced relatively recently, high-grade versions have become incredibly rare. Coins that were pulled straight from mint sets and preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition are in very high demand. When you add a rare error or variation into the mix, the value goes through the roof. The excitement doesn't end there. Even without errors, this coin's condition is critical. Collectors are chasing those graded MS-67 and higher by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. And here's where the rarity factor kicks into overdrive. Only a handful of coins have reached that elite grade, making them absolute trophies in the world of modern coin collecting. Let's take a moment to appreciate what that means. A coin that most people overlook or spend as ordinary change can, under the right circumstances, be worth a small fortune. That's the magic of numismatics. Demand for this coin continues to rise because it blends modern relevance with historical tribute and collectible rarity. Coin experts and auction houses have noted increasing interest in U.S. territory quarters, especially among new collectors entering the hobby who are looking for pieces with strong design, limited issue, and emotional cultural resonance. Now let's talk about the most thrilling part, the current market value. You may be wondering just how much the 2009 Puerto Rico quarter can fetch. Well, in top condition and with the right attributes, this coin has sold for thousands of dollars at public auctions. And in one shocking case, a flawless specimen with a major mint error sold for a jaw-dropping $50,000. yes, you heard that right. A single 2009 Puerto Rico quarter dollar has reached a value of $50,000 in today's collector market. That's not a rumor, it's a fact confirmed by auction reports and professional numismatic records. This coin is no longer just a piece of change, it's an investment, a piece of history, and a prize for those lucky enough to recognize its value before anyone else does. Now let's shift gears and talk directly to collectors out there, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned expert. What can you do to identify a potentially valuable Puerto Rico quarter from 2009? First, always check the mint mark. While both Philadelphia and Denver coins can be valuable, some collectors favor one over the other depending on the variety. Next, look at the surface and strike quality. A coin with sharp details, no scratches, and brilliant luster has a much better chance of grading high. Consider sending your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can boost its market value dramatically. Keep your coin safe, always handle with gloves, and store it in an acid-free holder or capsule to prevent damage. Exposure to air, moisture, or fingerprints can reduce a coin's condition quickly, and in this case, that could mean the difference between a few dollars and a life-changing amount. And never underestimate the power of minting errors. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for double dies, misalignments, or odd strikes. Even tiny anomalies can make a huge difference in value. Stay connected to the coin community, visit coin shows, join online forums, and follow up-to-date auction listings. The more informed you are, the more likely you are to spot that hidden gem sitting unnoticed in your collection or coin jar. And now, as we bring this thrilling journey to a close, let's take a step back and reflect on what we've uncovered today. The 2009 Puerto Rico quarter dollar is not just another coin, it's a rare and powerful combination of history, design, and value. Its striking imagery honors the vibrant spirit of Puerto Rico. Its production background connects it to a unique chapter in U.S. coin history. And its rarity and error variations have placed it among the most sought-after modern quarters in the world of collecting. Whether you're hunting for that once-in-a-lifetime error coin, aiming to build a perfect territory quarter collection, or just exploring the incredible stories behind everyday currency, the Puerto Rico quarter is one coin that deserves your full attention. Remember, one of these rare coins has already sold for $50,000 in today's red-hot collector market. That's right, $50,000 for a coin that could be hiding in plain sight, so don't overlook your change, don't skip that coin jar, and never underestimate the value of knowledge when it comes to collecting. Top 2, we dive into one of the most surprising finds in modern coin collecting, the Vermont 2001 quarter dollar. This isn't just any quarter, my friends, this one has a story, a history, and most importantly, a hidden value that could turn ordinary pocket change into an absolute jackpot. We're going to explore everything from the history of this coin, its artistic design, and unique features to the conditions that make it rare and the current jaw-dropping market value it can command today. So don't skip ahead, don't miss a moment, because somewhere out there, maybe even in your own collection, could be one of these high-demand quarters waiting to be discovered. And yes, one of these rare Vermont quarters has already shocked the coin world by reaching a sale of $45,000. Now let's take a step back into history and explore where this fascinating coin truly began. The Vermont quarter was released in 2001 as part of the legendary 50-state quarters program by the United States Mint. This massive initiative was one of the most popular coin releases in American history, running from 1999 through 2008 and honoring each of the 50 U.S. states with its own unique quarter design. Vermont, the 14th state to join the Union, had its moment of glory in this historic lineup with a coin that pays tribute to its rich natural beauty and cultural legacy. The reverse side of the coin features a stunning winter scene, sugar maple trees being tapped for sap with a figure gathering it the traditional way. In the backdrop stand the Green Mountains, symbolizing Vermont's famous landscape and deep-rooted traditions. The message this design delivers is simple but powerful, a state built on hard work, nature, and pride in heritage. It's a visual tribute to Vermont's maple syrup industry and its strong connection to the land. And that's what gives this coin such emotional and collectible power. It's not just metal, it's meaning, but the Vermont quarter doesn't just stand out because of its history or its beautiful imagery. What makes this coin truly exciting for collectors are its unique features and variations that have surfaced over time, turning it into a hidden gem among state quarters. While millions of Vermont quarters were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, only a small number have become the stars of the collector world, and not all of them are easy to spot at first glance. That's what makes the chase so thrilling. Certain Vermont quarters from 2001 exhibit incredible minting errors that have sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. Some of these rare features include double die strikes where lettering appears slightly duplicated due to a second imprint from the die. Others show off-center strikes, where the image is shifted away from the center, creating a dramatic and collectible look. There are even instances of missing clad layers, giving the coin a copper-toned surface and a striking difference from the usual silvery finish. And then, of course, there are the quarters struck on the wrong planchet entirely, a rare event where the design of the Vermont quarter ends up on a coin blank meant for another denomination. These wild variations are the kind of mistakes collectors dream of, and when they surface in high-grade condition, they can fetch massive values at auction. Now we come to the topic that gets every collector's heart racing: rarity and condition. These two factors can make or break the value of a coin, and in the case of the 2001 Vermont quarter, they are absolutely critical. Top 3, we're diving deep into a coin that might seem simple at first but is hiding some serious value and collector fire behind its beautiful design. Yes, I'm talking about the Rhode Island 2001 quarter dollar, one of the standout coins from the 50-state quarter series. You may have come across it before and thought nothing of it, but wait until you hear about the rare versions, the unique details, and the crazy prices they've been fetching in the current coin auction market. So please, don't skip even a second of this video because you're about to find out how this elegant little coin is causing big waves in the collector world. We're going to break down its history, design, rare varieties, collector condition tips, and of course, I'll tell you exactly how much one of these can sell for right now in today's hot auction world. You won't believe it, so stay with me and let's uncover this thrilling numismatic journey together. Let's start with a bit of history, because understanding where this coin comes from makes the value feel even more powerful. The Rhode Island quarter was released in 2001 as part of the groundbreaking 50-state quarters program by the U.S. Mint, one of the most successful coin series ever created in American history. The program ran from 1999 to 2008 and honored every U.S. state with its own uniquely designed quarter. Rhode Island was the 13th state honored in the series and it didn't disappoint. The design is just stunning. The reverse side of the coin features a magnificent image of a sailboat gliding through Narragansett Bay, with the Claiborne-Pell-Newport Bridge in the background. It's a perfect tribute to Rhode Island's maritime heritage and sailing culture, capturing the essence of the ocean state like no other coin has ever done before. If you've ever visited Rhode Island, you know how much pride the locals have in their coastal beauty, sailing traditions, and deep New England roots. This coin truly tells a story, and that's one reason collectors love it so much. But of course, the design isn't the only thing that makes this coin so special. What makes this quarter a real standout is its unique features, including minting errors and rare varieties that have made collectors go absolutely wild. While millions of Rhode Island quarters were produced at the Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D, mints, only a tiny fraction of them have the rare characteristics that drive massive value. These features are not easy to spot at first glance, and that's what makes the hunt so exciting. Some of these Rhode Island quarters have been found with off-center strikes, where the design is pushed to one side, leaving blank space on the opposite rim. Others have double die errors, where parts of the design or lettering appear slightly doubled because the die struck the coin more than once in the same spot, and collectors absolutely go crazy for those. There are even Rhode Island quarters with missing clad layers, which gives the coin a bronze or copper color and a lighter weight, and that makes it instantly stand out from the regular coins in circulation. These are considered highly collectible error coins and can sell for hundreds or even thousands depending on condition and rarity. And then, there's the holy grail of minting mistakes: wrong planchet strikes. That's when the Rhode Island quarter design gets stamped onto the blank of a different denomination, like a dime or even a foreign coin. These are ultra-rare and often show up at major auctions where they command truly wild prices. Let's talk about rarity and condition now, the two biggest keys to unlocking serious value in any collectible coin. Even though millions of Rhode Island quarters were made in 2001, most of them were quickly used in daily transactions and picked up tons of wear, scratches, and dings. That's totally normal, but it also means that coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are much, much harder to find today. If you have a coin that still shines, has no visible wear under magnification, and looks like it just came from the mint, you may be holding something extremely valuable. Especially if it's an error variety or a coin graded MS-67 or higher by top grading services like PCGS or NGC. Coins graded MS-65 and above already begin to carry strong premium value, but when you cross the MS-67 line or higher, that's where auction houses start to notice. Collectors are paying close attention to these high-grade coins, and bidding wars are not uncommon at all. Let me give you a real-world look at the current market values for these coins, and this is where things start to get seriously exciting. A regular Rhode Island quarter in average circulated condition is worth just 25 cents, of course, but when you get into uncirculated or mint state territory, things jump fast. A Philadelphia minted Rhode Island quarter graded MS-66 recently sold for around $400 to $650, depending on the strike and color quality. That's already a nice profit from face value, but here's where it gets wild. A Denver minted Rhode Island quarter with a major off-center strike, graded MS-65, sold in auction for over $1,200 not long ago, and guess what? A Rhode Island quarter struck on the wrong planchet, in near mint condition, shocked the auction house by selling for a massive $8,500. But the highest value ever recorded for a Rhode Island quarter was one incredibly rare specimen, struck on the wrong planchet with a doubled die error and graded an ultra-high mint state, and it reached a heart-stopping sale of $40,000. Yes, $40,000 for a quarter most people don't even glance at. That's why these coins are in such high demand right now, and why collectors, investors, and treasure hunters are going crazy trying to find that one perfect coin that might change everything. So what can you do if you think you've got one of these valuable Rhode Island quarters in your hands? Let's go over a few smart collector tips to help you make the most of your find. First, use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to carefully inspect every detail of the coin. Look for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, missing layers, or rim problems. Sometimes the tiniest detail can be worth thousands. Second, check the mint mark. Look under "In God We Trust" on the obverse side of the coin. Is there a P for Philadelphia or a D for Denver? Some collectors believe the Denver coins in mint state carry slightly more value due to lower population in top condition. Third, do not clean your coin. I cannot stress this enough. Cleaning your coin will instantly reduce its value, even if you think you're making it look better. Leave it as is and keep it safe. Fourth, get it professionally graded. If your coin looks nearly flawless and might have an error, send it to PCGS or NGC for evaluation and certification. This gives buyers confidence and sets you up for possible big returns. And finally, follow the market. Check eBay, heritage auctions, and major coin grading forums to stay on top of recent sales and trends. Knowledge is power in the collector world, and timing can make all the difference. So now, as we come to the end of this incredible journey into the world of the 2001 Rhode Island quarter dollar, let's remind ourselves of just how powerful a little piece of metal can be. This isn't just a quarter, it's a piece of history, a piece of art, and for some lucky collectors, a piece of fortune. The Rhode Island quarter represents more than the ocean state, it represents the heart of American coin collecting, where beauty, mystery, and value come together in one perfect moment. If you've got one of these coins, hold on to it, or better yet, inspect it closely. Because one rare Rhode Island quarter has already sold for an incredible $40,000, and yours could be next, so don't overlook that shiny coin in your pocket, it could be your lucky day. Top 4, we're diving into one of the most talked about modern coins that many people overlook but serious collectors are hunting for like gold, so get ready because in this video, I'm going to tell you about the 2018 Voyager's quarter dollar. A coin that might be sitting unnoticed in your change jar right now but could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on what you find. We'll talk about what makes this coin unique, why it's rising in collector demand, what rare features to look for, and most importantly, how much this coin is really selling for today in the live market. So don't skip a second, because this could be one of the most important coins in your modern collection. Let's kick things off with some background so we can appreciate where this beautiful coin comes from and why it's part of such an important series in U.S. coin history. The Voyager's Quarter was released in 2018 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a stunning 56-coin series that ran from 2010 to 2021. This series honored national parks and historic sites from each state and U.S. territory and brought back that same collector thrill from the state quarters days. The Voyagers National Park, located in northern Minnesota, was chosen to represent the state for this program, and if you've ever seen pictures of this place, you'll understand why. It's a park made up of water, islands, rocky shorelines, and peaceful wilderness. It's named after the French-Canadian fur traders, or voyagers, who explored the area centuries ago. The coin's reverse shows an elegant image of a loon gliding across the water with a backdrop of pine trees and a rocky shoreline, capturing the calm and beauty of this watery world with such grace. It's one of the most nature-filled and tranquil designs in the entire series and stands out beautifully in hand. But let's talk about what turns this artistic coin into a high-value treasure, and that starts with the unique features and error varieties that collectors go crazy for. Now here's where it gets exciting. While the 2018 Voyager's Quarter was minted in several locations including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, not all coins came out perfectly. Some were struck with dramatic errors that created true collector gems. There are known examples of off-center strikes, where the image is shifted on the coin leaving part of it blank. Some coins also show die cracks, double dies, and even the occasional struck-through grease error, which causes details to appear soft or missing due to debris on the die during the minting process. There are also coins struck on the wrong planchet, like when a quarter gets stamped on a blank meant for a dime, and those are ultra rare. When you combine any of these errors with a high mint state grade like MS 67 or higher, you're talking about serious auction value. The San Francisco minted versions, especially the S-proof and S-uncirculated varieties, are lower in mintage and attract even more attention, particularly if they come in deep cameo or flawless surfaces. Now let's dig into the question every collector is asking. How rare is the 2018 Voyager's Quarter, and what condition is needed to get top dollar in today's hot coin market? So here's the truth. Most 2018 quarters are still considered modern and plenty are floating around in circulation, but the difference is always in the details. Condition matters more than anything, and that means you need to look for coins that are bright, uncirculated, sharp in detail, and completely free of nicks or scratches. Coins that were pulled from mint rolls or mint sets right after release and stored safely are already more valuable than circulated ones. But coins that also show error features or exceptional strike quality, that's where things skyrocket. High-grade Voyager's Quarters, especially those graded by PCGS or NGC at MS 66 or MS 67, have consistently sold for $150 to $300 in the collector market. Some error coins like those with noticeable doubling or wrong planchet strikes have sold in auctions for $800 to over $1,200, depending on visibility and grading. There was even a standout coin, a San Francisco Voyager's Quarter in pristine condition with an off-metal error and strong cameo contrast, that stunned collectors when it fetched over $3,000 at auction. And here's the big one. The most talked about Voyager's Quarter to date was a rare error specimen graded in ultra-high mint state with a bold off-center strike and a full mint luster surface. That coin ended up selling for a heart-racing price of $10,000, that's right, $10,000 for a coin minted just a few years ago, and it's not stopping there. The collector interest around these America the Beautiful coins is growing fast. As more people realize that modern coins with low population in high grades are the future of collecting, values are climbing. Now, if you're a collector or even just someone hoping to get lucky, here are a few smart tips to give you the best chance at finding or protecting a valuable Voyager's Quarter. Start by checking all your 2018 quarters, not just once but carefully. Use a magnifying glass and good lighting. Focus on details like the lettering, the rim, and the design lines. Look for anything unusual, like doubling, missing elements, or shifted images. Always check the mint mark. A P means it came from Philadelphia, D is Denver, and S is San Francisco. The S coins are not meant for circulation, so if you find one in the wild, you've already got something special. Store any coin that looks uncirculated in a safe, airtight holder. Avoid touching it with bare fingers. Even the tiniest scratch can drop its value. If you believe your coin might be something big, get it graded professionally. PCGS and NGC are the best names in coin certification, and a professional grade can instantly raise the value and make it easier to sell or auction. And finally, stay active in the coin community. Follow auction trends, talk with other collectors, and keep learning. The more informed you are, the easier it is to spot something valuable when others might miss it. Now let's bring everything together in this exciting conclusion, and believe me, if you've watched this far, you're not walking away empty-handed. The 2018 Voyager's $quarter isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of natural beauty, a tribute to American history, and now, an incredible opportunity for collectors around the world. Its detailed design, rising collector interest, and presence of stunning mint errors make it one of the most exciting coins of the modern era. Whether you're collecting for passion or profit, this coin deserves a spot on your radar, and if you're lucky enough to find the right one, in perfect condition, with a unique error or certified grade, you could be looking at a coin that might one day be worth $10,000 or even more. So don't stop checking your change, don't stop hunting, because treasures are still out there, and some are newer than we ever expected. Top 5 and last rare coin. We're diving into one of the most fascinating quarters from the State Quarter series, and you do not want to miss this one. Because I'm going to tell you about the 2001 Kentucky $quarter, and let me say this right up front, this little coin could be hiding a secret that turns it from spare change into serious cash. We'll go through the full journey of this coin, its powerful design, rich history, rare varieties, auction records, and tips on how to check your own coins to see if you're holding something valuable. So don't click away, you may be sitting on a surprise worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's start with the background, because every coin tells a story, and the Kentucky $quarter tells a story of heritage, freedom, and pride. The Kentucky State Quarter was released in 2001 as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, one of the most successful coin campaigns in U.S. history. The U.S. Mint designed and released one new quarter for each of the 50 states between 1999 and 2008, and collectors went crazy over them. Kentucky was the 15th coin in the series, and its reverse side shows something truly special: the Federal Hill Mansion, a historic building that inspired the famous song, My Old Kentucky Home, along with a beautiful racehorse standing behind a split-rail fence. Symbolizing Kentucky's deep connection to horse racing and tradition, it's one of the most elegant and meaningful coin designs in the entire series. You can feel the Southern pride in it, the music, the tradition, and the legacy of the bluegrass state, and that emotion is exactly what collectors are drawn to. But what truly makes this quarter valuable isn't just the beauty, it's the rare features that were discovered over time and made collectors look again and again. Let's talk about those unique characteristics, the details that might make your coin worth way more than 25 cents. So here's what to look for. Some Kentucky quarters have been found with mint errors that were unintentional but now highly prized. One of the most popular errors is the off-center strike, where the image is not fully aligned and a portion of the coin's surface appears blank. Depending on how dramatic that shift is, collectors will pay hundreds for it. Other coins have shown signs of double die errors, where parts of the lettering or design appear double due to the die striking the coin twice in slightly different positions. These errors can happen on either the obverse or reverse and are loved by collectors for their uniqueness. There have even been struck-through grease errors. That's when leftover grease or debris from the minting process causes parts of the coin's design to appear faded or missing. If you spot this on your Kentucky $quarter, don't ignore it. Another interesting one, wrong planchet errors, where the quarter design ends up on a coin blank intended for another denomination, like a penny or a dime. These are extremely rare but have been known to pop up occasionally and fetch a big price. Now let's talk about rarity and condition, because just having the coin isn't enough. Its condition changes everything. Most 2001 Kentucky quarters were circulated and used in everyday life, and that means they're scratched, worn down, or dirty. These are still fun to collect, but they don't hold much market value unless there's a major error. but if you have a Kentucky quarter that was stored right from a mint roll or a U.S. mint set, or better yet, professionally graded by PCGS or NGC, then you've got something worth checking closely. A Kentucky quarter in MS 66 or higher, with a sharp strike and strong luster, already carries more value than face. Collectors are constantly seeking high-grade examples because they're getting harder to find every year, even more so if your coin has a rare mint error and is in mint condition. That's where the real auction magic happens. Let's look at the market value right now, and yes, these are real prices being paid by real collectors in the action market. A standard Kentucky quarter in circulated condition is still worth a quarter. No surprise there. But start looking at mint state coins and things get interesting. A Philadelphia minted coin graded MS 66 can sell for around $100 to $150 depending on appeal and auction setting. A Denver minted MS 67 specimen recently sold for $300, and these sales keep happening as collector interest grows. Now let's talk about error coins. That's where we see some serious price jumps. A Kentucky quarter with an off-center strike, in strong condition, has been auctioned for over $750. And a double die reverse coin with a noticeable error fetched close to $1,100 at a major auction. The highest sale for a Kentucky quarter so far was a wrong planchet error, graded in high mint state, that shocked collectors by selling for a whopping $6,500. That's right. A single quarter sold for over $6,500 simply because of a rare mint mistake in great preservation. That's the kind of potential these coins have, and why people are paying closer attention now more than ever before. So what should you do as a collector, or even someone new to this exciting world? Here are a few tips to help you maximize your chances of success. First, inspect every 2001 Kentucky quarter you come across. Use a magnifier or even a cheap USB microscope. Look closely at the lettering, the rim, and the images for signs of doubling, damage, or unusual shifts. Second, look at the mint mark just above the word quarter dollar. You'll see either a P for Philadelphia or a D for Denver. Sometimes a slight difference in detail between the two can add value, especially if population reports show fewer high-grade coins from one mint. Third, if your coin looks nearly flawless and has something odd about it, don't hesitate, send it in for grading. Services like PCGS or NGC give you a professional assessment and help unlock full market value. A slabbed coin is more trusted and easier to sell at top dollar. Fourth, protect your coin. Keep it in a hard plastic holder or capsule, away from moisture and fingerprints. Even a single scratch can drop its value by hundreds. And last but not least, stay active in the community. Join collector forums, follow auction results, and watch videos just like this one. The more you learn, the more prepared you'll be when you stumble upon a hidden gem. Now let's bring everything together with a final thought, because this is the kind of coin story we live for. The 2001 Kentucky quarter is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American pride, a tribute to the heritage of the bluegrass state, and a modern treasure that could surprise you when you least expect it. With its elegant design, mint error possibilities, and rising demand in mint condition, this quarter has earned its place in the spotlight of serious collectors. And for those truly rare examples, the ones with dramatic mint errors, high grades, and eye-popping detail, this coin has already reached values up to $6,500 in the current market. So keep checking your pocket change, keep looking at old rolls, and most importantly, keep believing that the next big find might be right in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more coin secrets, rare values, and collecting tips, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another rare coin alert. Thanks for being part of this amazing journey, and until next time, happy collecting and good luck on your next rare coin find.